before the game you said you want one type of game, one type of football, and that was the team you went with. Can you kind of explain what type of performance you were expected from Bournemouth and what you tried to do to get the better of them?
We talk a lot. We talk a lot in the game we lost deservedly here against Bournemouth in November. Like, was the first game that we lost. Okay, previous was the Carabao Cup against the Spurs, but the Premier League were, and that started to go our down road to this season. And we talk a lot, and we saw a lot of images that was not in our standard, not even nowhere near that we have been to be 6 Premier Leagues in 7 years or 7 semi-finals, the FA Cup in a row. And we just focus, guys. Without that, we cannot. It doesn't matter today. We play without wingers and sometimes with wingers. There are a minimal require that we have to show for you respect for your mate. For that, you have to make an effort at that. And today we did it. In the half-time, I spoke with the team, so we are good. So we are in the game in your hands. And that team here in Bournemouth concede just one shot on target or a goal that we give away or another shoot. That means how Bernardo, Koba, and the senior players, the legendary players that give the most incredible things in that club, make us step up again and make an excellent performance. So I'm really pleased to back to Wembley again for 7th time in a row semi-final. This is an incredible achievement. And focus, of course, in the Premier League because we have to fight a lot to qualify for the Champions League next season.
Was that what you were thinking? Go with the legendary players? Because obviously you've bought players in January.
No, not just for the legendary players, but for the fact that they are only to play. I need this type of players. Game against that team, I thought, I don't know what's going to happen in the last games of the season. I thought that we need a lot of ball. If you go and read them quick against that, they are better, they are faster, they are quicker. And we need a lot of passes. And of course, Kovacic, Gundogan, Bernardo, Phil in the middle, Kevin in the middle, help us. You have 2 legs, because Mateos have incredible pace. And I thought Guardiola as well, but I think Nico had more. So really pleased for the game in the second half he played.
You mentioned all the legendary players that this touched on right there. Can you just put into words the impact that he had and what you said to him at the end of the game there?
Well, against Plymouth, we scored 2 goals. Today make a first assist. So in semi-final he's going to play. So I'm sorry. No, he played really good. He's a number 10. We cannot forget he's a number 10. But have a pace. He's so intelligent, quality with the ball in the final third, have vision. So, but really good. So he played really good. He made the impact because before, he made 2 assists. No, right? 2 assists. Yeah. So 2 goals and 2 assists. So yeah, that's why I was going to play against Nottingham.
Sorry, Pep, did you tell Nico that he's going to start the semi? Have you already told him?
No.
Okay, so he'll read it tomorrow then?
No, in the new generation, you have to be carefully about the words because immediately go up. And that is more difficult to bring them down. So step by step.
Okay, what I was
it's a joke.
That, can you talk a little bit about your relationship with the FA Cup? You've just mentioned it now, there's 7 in a row in the semi-finals. Obviously incredible achievement.
It's an incredible achievement. It's an incredible achievement because it's every year, you know. You go one day, I don't know, and you know how difficult is League One or Championship, but you can drop, you can lose. Never happen. And most of the times in semi-finals, this will not be the case. We play semi-finals coming 2-3 days before, most of the times, playing away Champions League quarterfinals with a big disappointment being out or big success and no recovery, and plays against Liverpool's and Chelsea's and so on. So it's not easy to cope sometimes for that. And even with that, but all the time we were there. So we break our own record. We had last season 6 in a row, so now 7. So will not be easy. I'm sorry, because it's what this club or these teams or these legendary players have shown during a lot of time. You know, this consistency, we were a machine. But this season, we play more games like we play against Bournemouth in the Premier League like today. And that's why we don't deserve much more than we have now. But still, we have this amazing competition ahead of us. And we have, of course, qualification for the Champions League. That is incredible success. It's really, really important. And after you have World Cup, but the most important thing today is the players could realize the lesson that when we are like today, we are like against one of the most physical teams, the players, the team with more transitions and quick and second balls. We cope with them. We were there, and hopefully they can feel it. That is the way until the end of the season and the future of this club.
Just on Nico, he was coming to a team that has been struggling this season. How is his character being obviously coming into the game, the team 1-0 down, make a lot of goals?
I learned from my period in Barcelona and after here, where there are a lot of academy players, that they have one incredible attribute. They are not scared. They adapt so quick. Always when I see Makati, for example, or Nico, Rico in that position, say, why didn't allow them in the bad season that we had for most of the players? Why didn't allow them to play minutes and minutes? And always I will regret a little bit myself, because there are players that maybe deserve more minutes, because every time when they play, the impact was really, really good. But sometimes in the tough moments, some moments do put a lot of pressure to them, you know, the senior players a little bit, or the new ones. But maybe it's wrong, because the young players, they know the house, the environment, they know the style, they know many things. That's why it's easier.
I know it's early as well. Is there any indication on Erling?
I saw in the table massage, I didn't speak with him, not even with the doctor, so I don't know.
Was that relief at the end for you, that you got this result, you got through to semi-final? Was that a bit of a relief in you, how difficult this game was for you?
It's been a tough season for us. So we won one title, Community Shield, but the other two we are miles away to be contenders. So of course we have still this one. Happy to bring our people again to Wembley. So I said to the players, guys, so our players today we cannot accept the performance in November, because a lot of people come for 5 hours and 50 hours, 30 minutes from Manchester to see our game. And minimum is put our soul, our heart, it's not tactics. Football, people say tactics. Yeah, it's important, but what we missed this season, it was heart, it was soul, it was the desire that always we have done it for many, many years. And this as a club, me as a manager, is the most important thing to recover. Not if we sell or buy players or whatever, the soul, recover this passion that we play Carabao Cup. We lost against the Spurs 1-0, I think so. We play really good. That is not a problem. But since Bournemouth, after that, we didn't start to incredible mistakes, individual, as a team we didn't have heart. And that is the most important thing we have to recover at the end of the season and the future. Because with that, we are a team, players, a club, like we can be so proud.
Papa, congratulations on the win going to Wembley again, 7th year in a row. I want to touch on Phil Foden. This is not, obviously you said you've had a bit of a down year. There's been a lot of players that have struggled. Phil Foden, obviously coming off a Player of the Year, Premier League Player of the Year campaign, one of your most influential players last year. I think by his own standards, he'd say that he hasn't had the greatest year as well. As a manager, when you see one of your best players that is struggling in the way that Foden is maybe struggling, how do you help them out of that slump without trying to micromanage everything that they do? Like, is there a way, do you have to just let it play out? And how can you help a player of that quality into...
You define perfect how important Phil is for us. And listen, in a long career, always you have periods like that. You know, he started as a young player, started, you know, playing when David Silva didn't play, with Kevin didn't play, the impact good and that. Arrive a moment that sometimes you drop, but drop the team. You know, the team would be better. Maybe Phil would have been better too. So I would never rely on Phil Foden or just one player solve our problems. The team make us better. When the people say, no, Pep improved players, I don't improve players. The players been improved playing all together in the same heart, in the same idea. And it can happen. Learn the lesson. In 3 days have another chance. Still is so young. Understand the reason why he struggled a little bit, and he will be back.
Time for one more, guys, just with Jason, please.
Sorry, Pep, you said before what we missed this season was hard. And is that just because you've won everything to go again?
It was many things.
What are they?
It was many things. In my memories, I will write it.
Tell us some now.
No, I a lot. There is not just one. And I put Pep in the first in the list. I should have taken decisions I didn't take in the right moment.
Such as?
In my memories. Don't worry. This is not. If we just won, it was easy. You are not in the season you have done. It's just one reason. There are many. When we are dead, we won a lot. You know? And incredible injured players. Injured players for what? Because they are not here, or because they are injured, or because many things happen that we tried to solve it, but I was not able. I said many times here, I was not able to bounce back quicker. So I adore to play. Today, Bournemouth go through. Congratulations. Could be deserved, because they're a fantastic team. But losing that way, I like to lose in that way. We didn't lose many times in that way. In Nottingham Forest, that we